Thank you for tuning in to the best parenting show on the internet, Post Daily Dose.
It's the Post. It's the Post. It's the Post. The Post Daily Dose. It's the Post. It's the Post. It's the Post. The Post Daily Dose. It's the Post. It's the Post.
Hey, good evening, Facebook family. Welcome to another episode of Post Daily Dose with me, your trusted parenting advisor, faithful guide and servant on the healing journey. What's my name? Big Papa Brian+Post. Happy Friday, everyone. In today's episode, we are going to answer the question. Well, Big Papa's going to answer the question about why does my child freak out over fun things? I just don't understand. Helen says, I've got a 8-year-old adopted child. We can have a perfectly good day. We can go to the mall and we're doing something really fun. And it seems like my kiddo just loses her chow every single time to the point that we don't want to do anything anymore. Starts out good, but at some point in time in the juncture, just completely loses their stuff. Which is a very, very good question, Helen. Thank you so much for asking it, because it ties into, I've started doing in the mornings for the Lovolution membership, a little piece of content, a little video for them, just going over a lot of my stuff. And so one of the things we talked about today was the stress model. And one of the things, the reason I said that is because I got a whiteboard of just beautiful stuff right here. Hey Heidi, happy Saturday! Gosh, Heidi, I forgot to do your thing. I'm gonna do it in the morning, first thing in the morning. Promise. So it's so hard for me when I have a request to do things that are out of the ordinary for what I usually do. It's like my brain, it's like brakes going on a brain that goes 100 miles per hour. And so it just takes a transition period for me to get and do what it is that I need to do. I got a little hair sticking up there. My makeup person is just falling down on the job these days. All right, so what we're really talking about is why I'm tucking that hair back up under there. Why? Look at the gray. Isn't it a beautiful thing? One of these days, all this is going to just be white. So 30 years from now, completely white. Sensory pathways. We have 8 sensory pathways, and I want you to hear me. We all have a window of tolerance. I didn't bring my clock in to keep me on track. We all have a window of tolerance for how much stress we can handle. So your child can be at a good, solid window of tolerance. You take them to the mall, or you take them to the park, or you take them to the fun thing. Here's what you have to realize. There are things that we see, we funnel out. We can only take in 1/10 of all of the visual stimulation that we take in at any given time. 1/10. So we have all these colors going on all the time. That doesn't mean the colors go away just because we take in 1/10. That just means we only focus on 1/10. You are actually taking in it all. So your brain is being bombarded. I need a wife to do it. Your brain is actually being bombarded with all this stimulation just from what you see. Then there's what you hear. There are all these sounds going on all the time. If I get really quiet, I can hear wind chimes outside. I can hear an owl that's always outside. I hear the wind blowing. I hear the desk move. There's all these sounds going on. That's sensory input. So we got sight, we got sound, and then we got smell. You're smelling things all the time. So your child whose amygdala, because of their adoption and because of their early history, is already sensitive, is dialed up. So they're taking in even more stimulation. Okay, so you've got the sights, you've got the sounds, you've got the smell, and then there's the taste. Right? It could just be the taste that's in your mouth. It could be the foods, or it could be the drinks, or whatever it is that you take in. But there's the taste that's always going on. And then there's the touch. It could be the clothes touching your body. It could be the surface that you're walking on. It could be the shoes that you're wearing. It could be your jeans. It could be the fact that you're holding someone's hand. It could be the fact that someone just touched you. It could be that you're in an elevator and you're getting close to strangers that you don't know. All of this sensory stimulation is coming down on you. And then there's the temperature of your body, whatever the temperature may happen to be. There you have that experience going on at the same time too. So you've got your sound, you've got what you're looking at, you got what you're smelling, you got what you're tasting, you got what's touching your body, and then you got temperature, and then the fact that you're moving around, movement, and then digestion. Whatever's going on in your tummy. This is why children freak out when they're having fun. Because even though it's fun, it is still stressful. Your responsibility is to recognize your child's decreasing window of tolerance for that stress. As you stay mindful and present, and you stay attuned to your child's decreasing window of tolerance, then you're able to do things like say, hey, let's stop and get something to eat. Hey, let's sit here on the bench for a minute. Hey, come in the dressing room with me. Containment. Hey, let's hold hands. Hey, let's go over to this store. Hey, let's give me a hug. Give me a hug. Hey, I think it's probably time for us to start thinking about going. All of those things that you're doing right there is you're lowering sensory stimulation. And what that's doing is it's helping you to be observant of your child's window of tolerance. That way you don't ever have to get to that point that it becomes completely exhausted and they move completely into dysregulation. Every time you interrupt, I call that prevention. Every time you interrupt with prevention, what you're doing is you're resetting that window of tolerance. Now you've got to understand, once you do those things and you're mindful and you're present and you get through that great big fun experience and you get home, guess what? You get home and your child is going to be exhausted. Your child's exhausted, and what's an exhausted baby do? What's a tired baby do? A tired baby cries. So your child is going to cry in their own way. And then you got to be tuned into that, and you got to realize they're tired. She's tired. She's tired. She's tired. She's tired. She's a tired baby. What can I do to help the tired baby? That's the perspective you've got to take. That's the mindset you've got to take. That's the internal state that you've got to have. So now you're looking at a tired baby. You're looking at a stressed out baby. Yes, it was fun and it was fantastic and that was great, but now that's in the past. Now we're in the present. What is your child showing up with in the present? That's what you have to tune into. Remember, in any given situation, we always have two choices. We can continue to react from our same old experience and blueprints and imprints of stress, fear, and overwhelm, or we can stop. We can take 3 to 10 deep breaths. We can ask ourselves, what's showing up right here, right now? What is my child's emotional age? Where am I at? What am I feeling? And in that process, we choose love. Happy Friday, everyone. God bless you. Big Papa loves you. I'll see you back here. Same bat time, same bat place. Monday evening, 6:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. And if you are a struggling parent, you don't have to keep struggling hopelessly and helplessly alone. Just go to newparentinglovevolution.com. We'd love to have you join us in the Lovevolution membership, where you can ask questions, you get support, you get access to me on a regular basis, and you get a ton of great content to help you continue to get yourself outside of the parenting matrix. And if you're a therapist or a parent coach, I've got an amazing training coming up in California, May 22nd. I want you to go check out BeverlyHillsTraumaTraining.com, and maybe you can make it out and we can spend some time together and make some magic happen. All right, God bless everyone. We will see you Monday evening.